Hey guys, today we're gonna be building this digital clock using JavaScript, and this is the end result here that you see. So I already have some files made, so index.html, style CSS, and main.js. And our style and JavaScript are completely empty, and inside my index I just added a title here, and it's open with live server. So I'm gonna go to fonts.google.com. I wanna grab a font for this. So Nunito is the font we're gonna use. And I only want to grab this one, extra bold 800. And then we can go to embed, copy this link, add it here. And we also want to link our CSS, like that. And we're going to copy this, we're not going to paste it yet, but this is what we'll need to add in CSS. So let's go to our project here. And inside our HTML first, we're going to have a single div with a class of clock. And then under that, we want to link our JavaScript, so we can do script source main.js. And that's our entire HTML there. Then we can go to style this clock first. So we're going to add some styles to the body first and then to the clock itself. Want to remove the margin. Want to make it full height. And we also want to add some background. And now the font we copied, we can paste it here to the body. And we are also going to make the body display flex, just so we can center the clock easily. And then here we can target our clock. We're going to do margin auto for full centering. We're going to add a color. We're going to have some type of pink color, so it's going to be F5, BFF. And you're not going to be able to see the clock yet because we're going to be adding everything through JavaScript, but these are some basic styles we're going to have. So we're going to have some font size of 130 pixels, line height of 1, font weight of 800, the one we got. We're going to have some letter spacing of 10 pixels, and at the end we're going to have some box shadow, or text shadow rather, so we can make it look like this. So that's the last thing we're going to add in our CSS, text shadow, 4 pixels, 4 pixels, 1 pixel, and this is going to be some type of purple background. And that's going to be it for our CSS here. So now if we move back to our JavaScript, the first thing we want to get is the clock. So we gave it a class of clock, so we can select it here. We're going to make a const clock. And that's going to be equal to document.querySelector. And it has a class of clock, so .clock. And we're going to make a function here. Let's call it getTime. And inside that function, we want to make few variables. So the first one is going to be to get the date. That's going to be equal to new date, not data, date. And this should be date as well, not data. Then we want to get hours, so we're going to do let hours equals to date dot get hours. Then after that we want to get minutes, so let minutes equals to date dot, I keep typing data for some reason, dot get minutes. I'll move my cursor so you guys can see it. Then we want to have seconds equals to date dot get seconds. And the last variable we're going to make is going to be session. And this is going to be for either displaying AM or PM. So we're going to set the default to AM here. Then here, first thing we want to do, we want to check if hours is equal to 0. So if it is equal to 0, we want to set it to 12. That's the first thing. Then under that, let's make some space. We want to have another if statement. So if hours is greater than 12, so after 12 comes 13, 14, 15. So in that case, we want to reduce the number. So we can do hours minus equals to 12. So for example, after 12, if we are on 13, this would be, hours would be 13 minus equals to 12, so it would be 1. And then the next thing we want to do here, so if it is greater than 12, we want to update our session variable, and we can set it equal to PM in this case. Let's make some space here as well. So the next thing we want to do, we're going to have some ternary operators here to check for some other things. So first we're going to get hours, and then here we want to check if hours is less than 10, and then if it is, we're going to add 0, so 0 plus hours, else we just want to set it to hours. So if hours is greater than 10, we want to add 0. Less than 10, sorry. So if it's like 8 or 9, we want to add 0 before the number. Sorry. So under that, we want to do same for minutes. And here, we want to check if minutes is less than 10. And if that's true, we want to add 0 plus minutes. Else we just want to display minutes. And finally, we want to do the same thing for seconds. So we can check if seconds is less than 10. So if that's true, again, we want to add 0 plus seconds. Else we just want to display the seconds we have. And then here at the bottom, we're going to make a variable that's going to be time. And here we're going to get our complete time from these. So we're going to make these template literal so we can append a column and other stuff. So the first thing we want to get is hours, depending on how you guys want to display this. So we're going to have hours, then a column here, then we're going to have minutes, column again, seconds, and then we can make a space here and display session. So session is either going to be AM or PM. And then we want to update the clock, so we're going to select that. We made a variable called clock, so we can do clock.innerHTML is equal to that time variable. And then the last thing here, this needs to update each second. So we're gonna do set timeout here. We're gonna call the function which is getTime. So getTime and we wanna update it every 1000 milliseconds or 1 second. And then under the function, so let me make this bigger. So when the function ends, under that we just want to call that function we made, which is getTime. And now if we go here, we can see the current time and we can see it updating. So this is where we applied 0 here. Let me show you. So these numbers here, 0. So if you see that's 09 now instead of just 9 here. 06 instead of just 6, that's why we had these ternary operators here. And then for the styles, this stack shadow makes it look a bit nicer in my opinion, so it makes it look like this. And then I added space here. I'm not sure, let's see how it looks without the space here. I think it's still gonna be fine, but I just like to separate them a bit. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this tutorial, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.